Hello my people, welcome to MBM News, where we talk about the gospel of Nigeria versus Biafra. Yes, we carry new update to come Lando, but I greet you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening elsewhere. Yeah, it have happened again. This one no be lie you, and this one no be joke. Never skip any part of the video so you will understand to know what is happen in this Nigeria slash Biafra where we dey. So guys, let's go. Ohaneze ndị Igbo have decided to go and meet Simon Ekpa from Finland for globalization, to cooperate with him against these 2 weeks sit at home. You know, I've been dropping all this information, yes, since last 2 weeks now. I've been dropping this information about this sit at home mass Simon Ekpa is giving. Yeah, this sit at home have been giving people some headache and troubling some of them, but I promise them those things they are doing will not work. This is the opportunity Ohaneze ndị Igbo have been using to go to collaborate Simon Ekpa. But I know all those things they are doing is just nonsense, because they want to use that opportunity to know the destination. I call this now massacre kidnapping. They want to use that opportunity to go and find this man and kidnap him. But actually, the person they are dealing with is more smarter than them. Simon Ekpa is more wiser than them. And I want you to hear from this person mouth, from this Simon Ekpa, for you to hear what he replies to them and for you to know. So guys, I want you to follow this channel bumper to bumper, never skip any part of the demo. If you watch this one, scroll down, there is another one, guys. So if you're new in this channel, never turn to subscribe to this channel. That how we channel our transaction. Share this video, make it go viral, let other people know what is going on. You know, we decided to share update every day. Yes, this platform get full ready for any propaganda or anything they are coming through. So guys, let's watch the video and we are coming back again.
IPOB, Igbos in Diaspora, urged to meet with Simon Ekpa. You can see the date, July 19th, 2023. Igbos in the diaspora should engage Mr. Simon Ekpa towards finding a lasting solution to the sit-at-home orders in the southeast. You see, this is the problem of our people. The problem of our people is that they do not believe in sincerity. Not just in the Igbo, African people, black people do not believe in sincerity. We believe that everything is all about money, everything is all about bribe, everything is all about corruption. We believe that when somebody is talking, making noise, that person is seeking for attention. This is our belief. And we also believe that when you give that person a tip, just some token of money, then that person will shut up. Because we already have physical examples of the people in the past who have done this. So now, we have allowed such characters to overshadow us. We have allowed this kind of attitude to becloud the sense of our reasoning. So that's why when somebody is talking about Biafra, the only thing that you think is bribe this person and he will shut up. You see that? And this is a big problem to our people, especially in the Igbo buying. We do no longer believe that somebody can come out with truth and honest and agitate for Biafra. The people who say this, because this one I have read just got me mad, over finding a lasting solution to the sit-at-home orders, as if they are not aware that the reason why we are sitting at home is to demand the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. I don't get it. How our people reason sometimes, it baffles me a lot. We do no longer believe in sincerity. Now they said here, Ekpa, a Finland-based immigration lawyer, is the acclaimed Prime Minister Biafran government in exile. The former Nigerian athlete became prominent after the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. IPOB is a pro-Biafra actualization group championing the secession of old eastern region of Nigeria's structure. Ekpa was appointed leader of IPOB when Kanu was arrested and detained in 2021 over alleged running a proscribed group, jumping bail, and treason. Now, let me correct this Zoo Gutter media. I don't know who is running this, or the body, or the group of people who are running this whistler. If you want to work hard and earn a good name and reputation, you must seek equity and justice with clean hands. You don't use this word arrest unless you are illiterate. You don't know the difference between arrest and kidnap. I also wish to let people know that it's not everything that they do in terms of taking somebody to their custody will be classified as arrest. They also do kidnapping. So when you talk about the case of Nnamdi Kanu, it has nothing to do with arrest. Of course, he was arrested in 2015 in Lagos State back then. But this one is a kidnap. When you take somebody without arrest warrant, you brought that person back to the zoo without passing through the due process, subjecting that person to court of competent jurisdiction in the country where that person seeks refuge, and you forcefully bring that person back to your country, it amounts to extraordinary rendition. So such move has nothing to do with arrest. It is kidnap, because they never went to Nnamdi Kanu with arrest warrant. No. So what do you call it? It is kidnap. So let me correct them before we move forward, because some people sometimes claim to be educated but they are actually illiterate. Ekpa was appointed leader of IPOB when Kanu was arrested. Ekpa was not appointed the leader of IPOB, but Nnamdi Kanu himself gave an instruction to the so-called DOS to hand over Radio Biafra to Simon Ekpa for him to steer the ship in terms of broadcasting, not even taking decisions, not even deciding what happens in Biafra agitation. Just control the Radio Biafra, because Nnamdi Kanu trusted Simon Ekpa. He knows the capacity that Simon has. Nnamdi Kanu knows that the only and the best and the only hand to run Radio Biafra in his absence is only Simon Ekpa. All these idiots running mouth on Radio Biafra do not exist. Nnamdi Kanu knows that they are a bunch of fools and cowards ranting on Radio Biafra every day. Nnamdi Kanu is aware of that. So when he said hand it over to Simon, because he knew that Simon Ekpa will do a great job, will steady the ship, will keep Radio Biafra as #1 media platform in Africa. But what did they do? They sabotaged him. They sabotaged Nnamdi Kanu. They sabotaged Simon Ekpa. They sabotaged Biafra agitation. Instead of them to obey the leader who put the structure in place, they sabotaged him. So this is an error here. Simon Ekpa was never appointed as the leader of IPOB. Rather, he was told to handle Radio Biafra, which they denied him out of sabotage. Now we have elected him as the Biafran Republic Government in Exile Prime Minister. That is what we have done. The people of Biafra, especially those in the cabinet of BLGIE, elected Simon Ekpa to be the Prime Minister, to lead us in the absence of Nnamdi Kanu. And he has been doing that perfectly well since the assumption of his office. So let's continue. AMB Marcel Ezenwoye, a diaspora returnee, said incessant sit-at-home orders in Igbo land are becoming counterproductive. He called on Igbo stakeholders to close ranks towards ending the trend. The trend can never end. It will never end until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. Anybody saying otherwise, you are just wasting your time. He told the Whistler that Igbos in the diaspora have a huge role to play. Our politicians, religious leaders, and traditional rulers, among other stakeholders, should show commitment so we can know where the reins began to be tossed. Ekpa maintains that IPOB isn't behind insecurity in Southeast. Let those in the diaspora hold a round table with him. Wars always ended on tables. Okay, I don't understand what this man is trying to say here. We know where rain began to beat us. We know it. We know this one. Rain began to beat us when they went to Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and rendition him to the zoo. So what else are you talking about? Now, if we allow this to continue, he will continue to run a government in Igbo land from outside. This is no longer a laughing stock. We thought that he was nobody, but he is somebody who can fight doggedly. Okay, now. To go. As a professor also called on the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu to enable us to know where this problem is coming from. Okay. In his words, if federal government continues to detain him despite court orders and against international conventions, it will look like a regional attack on Igbos. If Kanu is released, we can then know where all this is coming from and then plan to handle it internally. That is what the man has concluded with. So now, at least he has said here that Kanu must be released. But let me say this. Before you begin to attack Mazi Simon Ekpa, you must first of all go to Abuja and tell the so-called federal government of the zoo to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because what we are doing today for sit at home is for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, sit at home will die a natural death. I said it from beginning, from August 2021. So I don't understand why people are, beating about the bush, talking about Mazi Simon Ekpa, incessant sit at home order, and where it's coming from. You all know, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, allow him to go a free man, and then sit at home will end. So let me show you the reaction of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, towards this very news. He said here, BLGIE at Biafra Republic Government in Exile update. Obey your court order. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and meet with him in Nigeria. Simon Ekpa is not your problem. I am not interested in meeting anybody. Very good. Oh, a round of applause. You are actually a man indeed. Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. I love your simple response to that. And as you can see, Biafrans, he also attached the headline from that very news that I have just read from the Whistler. And here we are. IPOB, Igbos Diaspora, urged to meet with Simon Ekpa. This is it. So you can see his response is very, very clear. And he doesn't need to talk too much. He doesn't need to write, to fool the pages of newspaper responding to Umokoko. You know our problem. I have said it before. We were fighting only one fight, only one battle, which is to restore Biafra. And the zoo government with their collaborators in Southeast made the work very difficult for them to handle. They made it harder by going to Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now we have two battles to fight. And we are going to fight brutally. Now it's going to be more brutal than how it was, because now the battle has doubled itself by the government of the zoo. So it's not our fault. Onye balonko aroro de kwaredi maka ngwele ya bari olele. Take my people to salo numozia and make it go viral.